Yo, what is the deal,
What is
Nation?
going on, man? What's happening? What's happening?
We are back from vacate.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good one, but man, oh man, we got a lot to talk about.
Oh
So
yeah. It's gonna be a good one today, man.
yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and kick things off. Guy, Chris, protect the shield. Good morning, brother. How you doing? Guy, lunatic Raider, Raider Legions. What is
What?
good?
We on? We on? Oh, hey!
We are none other than Mr. Fitz, bringing none other than our guy, Joe Moore, bring out none other than the Violator, Wayne Marbury, bring out none other than the notorious Mitchell Rams. Yo, Salute Nation. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Raiders. We're your hosts. I'm Jay Raider. This is the Raider Rundown, back in full effect.
What's going
Short
on? What's
break,
happening?
y'all.
What's happening?
Short break. Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we had we had to be out in Vegas, taking in the
Very good
hot sun.
vacation, man. Very good vacation.
Yeah,
We was melting out there, for sure.
yeah.
Had a little extra vacation to it too, but it was very good, man. But good to be back talking that Raiders football. Definitely got a lot to talk about today, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you were out there at training camp. I didn't get to go ahead and check out training camp, but how was that?
Training camp was good, man. I went first day of pads, so they had a little physicality to them, a little energy and juice out there.
Yeah,
But a couple things that I saw from training camp kind of bled over into the first preseason game. So then,
yes,
looking at that, and now I'm kind of hoping that we can see some improvement because that's what was being shown in practice too.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And the same thing for open practice. There were some things that I saw, and Leo could attest to it, that kind of bled over into Thursday night's game, and we're gonna
Hmm.
go ahead and get into that for sure. But really quick before we go ahead and kick things off, obviously we got to go ahead and acknowledge our chat for everybody here, and everybody are pulling up right now. Appreciate you guys tapping in with us on this beautiful Saturday morning, wherever you guys be at. Salute to
Yeah.
everyone. Salute to Sun Goddess in the building. Salute
Salute,
sis.
salute.
Appreciate you pulling up. Our guy Rose Town in the building. What it do, my guy? My guy Bloody Raider. What's the deal? Appreciate you pulling up.
What's
Ardell
happening?
in
What's
the
happening?
building. What's good, my
RDL,
guy?
man. What's going on? What up,
Our
family? What
guy,
up? What up?
yes, sir. Our guy Chill Linus.
Cheeto.
He said, "We saw what we've been saying. These rookies and young guys need time. They ain't ready. They ain't ready, y'all."
No,
Facts.
that
Facts.
is a fact. That is a fact. Right now, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Uh, our guy, Marcus Banks in the building. Salute.
What's going
Appreciate you, brother.
on?
Pulling up. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Uh, Raiders football finally here. We
Yeah.
had our Thursday night game versus the Seahawks, very much anticipated, and I don't know. I have mixed emotions about that, but uh,
Oh
but
my Jesus Christ. My bad. I'm over here watching Abdul Carter, dog. Jesus fucking Christ. That dude's crazy. But yeah, this game right here versus the Seahawks, there were some things I was hoping to see, right? Flashes, but it didn't culminate. You know, we saw flashes from veterans, which is cool, you know what I mean? But seeing that Jamal Adams is back, I think that's one of the bright spots, and we'll talk about it. But at the end of the day, it was more disappointing than it was encouraging. The preseason game for me, but obviously it's the first week, so we can't get too high, too low.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. We're gonna go ahead and bring in our guest in just a moment. He's just getting set up backstage, but we're gonna go ahead and kick things off. Offense looked pretty flat the first half, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was saying on my post game reaction show, I was having a little bit of trauma. I was starting to get those feels from last year, and I was like, God damn, I gotta have a drink, bro.
To be fair, though, the first team, like with Geno, they moved the ball a little bit, and nothing from the first team made me look at Geno and be like, oh, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I thought in the 3 throws he had, it was good. He moved around, found Trey. Jacoby dropped the damn screen. I mean, how many times we gonna see him drop a screen, and there was no Brock. So
yeah. We saw him connect to Dante,
right.
A couple times. So there was a good throw. There was a read that happened that he had to go ahead and make that adjustment, and it just Dante couldn't hold on to the ball. But that was a good adjustment by Geno. So there was a lot of good looks that Geno had. Even though it really didn't produce a whole lot, I mean, it showed promise. It showed really there's a difference between QB1 and QB2. It's not anything and anything with the.
I don't know. And about this, he was starter last year, dog.
Yeah,
and he was damn near playing like that last year. So it was like, hey, here we are, bro. As far as we've come very far.
We come very far, yep, for sure. So a lot of good promise shown by Geno. Ashton Genty, obviously, didn't have a whole lot of production, and that's not to his fault. I'm not gonna go ahead and put that one on him, even though there's some people out there ready to go ahead and discount him. But it's preseason, it's the first game, but that you can go ahead and really kind of put that with some of the offensive line struggles. They're still trying to go ahead and kind of figure that part out. Obviously, the biggest thing here is that Meredith is playing center. JPJ is assigned to guard, and they're kind of trying to figure that out, right? I think they had put Mumford at right tackle at one point. So they're shuffling guys around, and they don't have a lot of continuity. You kind of saw that out there on the game on Thursday. It was hard to go ahead and kind of put anything together.
Right.
So
now, real quick, man, want to give a shout out to Marcus Banks. Appreciate you always being here, my brother. What's going on with you?
Yes, sir.
I mean, this is where like I feel like I can tell the future, right? And then we're gonna bring our guests in a little bit, but I feel like I can tell the future. Jay, before the draft, we continuously said, probably, let's not probably do the running back route or whatever the case, you know what I mean? Because maybe the O-line still has some things to figure out about it, right? It's not really his talent. It's more along the fact of we got to figure things out on the front. Okay, we take him. And those same fans that were getting on our head or calling us dumb idiots, whatever, because we don't recognize how generational this man is some of the same fans that's bitching and complaining about this man not having 100 yards in one carry.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm saying some of you motherfuckers is fickle, bro. And some of y'all fans got to stop being so fickle. All right. It's one preseason game where he had 3 carries, and 2 of the carries, the O-line severely did not do their jobs.
Yeah.
So again, right? If y'all want to ooh and ah for a whole bunch of 3-4 yard runs, that's what we're probably going to be doing at the end of the day. But hey, we can't flip flop now. Now all of a sudden he's not getting 100 yards per one carry that y'all expected him to do, right? Oh, and then we saw Travion Henderson do what he did the other day, and then you had people immediately going stupid. How is it that the guys that were not a fan of drafting Genty are the ones that are not tripping about him having this preseason game? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, bro. Because we all understand it's the first preseason game, and the O-line fucked up in most of his carries, dog. He made somebody miss in one of them where Caleb Rogers completely whiffed, and he made somebody miss in the backfield, dog. And literally, I had the flashback. I was like, damn, Josh Jacobs back? Oh, wait, no, we drafted him 6 overall. My bad. Bro, because this is the same thing Josh was doing, right? Having to make 3 dudes miss in the backfield. Then you look up, damn, what a good run. It was only 4 yards.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like,
that's what I
saw. That's the issue. So I'm hoping that the interior gets right. Nothing that he did made me be like, oh shit, we got a bust and blah 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 blah. Nothing Genty did made me say that at all.
Yeah. And for me and to my point, this is something that they're trying to figure out within the next couple of weeks, right? We have 3 weeks. We have 3 games. Well, technically, we have 2 games. We have 1 scrimmage on Wednesday, and that's you can kind of count that as a little mini game, an extra game to kind of help everybody kind of get prepared. But this is the thing about Pete. He's known to go ahead and make all these roster moves, all these shuffles, putting guys in, moving guys around. That's his MO. He's trying to figure out whose strength is, who's good at what position, what they're strong at, what their weakness is, right? He's a new coach. He doesn't know anybody. He can look at film, but you can only get so much from the game film. He's boots on the ground. He's going to go ahead and do these things. So I don't want everybody to go ahead and smash the panic button right now. Because we're seeing these moves on the offensive line. We know that JPJ's true strength is at center. He's most likely going to be back in that position really, really soon. And same thing, having Meredith shift over or putting whoever on that right guard position.
And before we bring our guest in, this is where I would probably push back. I don't think they're thinking about moving JPJ back to center. I really don't. I don't think that's even a thought process in their mind. I think they're going to stick with this and see how far it can take it. But at the end of the day, I need people to realize, man, them first 3 weeks ain't no joke with these D lines we about to face. This is not no easy test or fluff teams that we playing in these first 3 weeks, dog. The Patriots have a good D line, the Chargers have a good D line, and the Commanders for damn sure got a good D line. So at the end of the day, bro, if we don't get this figured out soon, it's going to be tough sledding to run the ball them first couple weeks. For sure, first 2 weeks. It's gonna be tough sledding. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I think we, whatever it is, bro, if this is what they're gonna roll with, and I've come to this conclusion before we bring our guest on. But that I've come to this conclusion. If they're gonna roll with this, bro, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? They might as well stick with this. Do not move JPJ back to center. It's too late. I know some people don't want to hear that. I understand it, but it's too late, dog. It's gonna look more clownish if now you start to move shit around 2 weeks before the season, dog. It's not going to mesh or gel. The only way the O-line will mesh or gel is to you're gonna have to go through the growing pains, bro. It is what it is. Meredith has never played center, so we're gonna have to go through that. There's gonna be some times in the season, dog, where he's going to mess up. It's not gonna be clean.
Yeah,
it is what it is, bro. This is the bed we've made. We got to lay in it at this point now. It is what it is.
Yeah, for me, I think that there could be some shuffling. I wouldn't be surprised if there's moves that are still made, but I don't know. We'll see what's up. But before we get into it any further, let me go ahead and bring out our next guest. You known him on Instagram. If you're in LA, you've probably been to one of his comedy shows. But let me go ahead and bring out our next guest. Bring out none other than MC Raider in the building.
Yeah,
what it do, brother?
What up, big dog?
What's the deal? Yo,
what's up, everyone? Good to be here, man. Appreciate you guys.
My boy on road. He already on road.
He on the road,
star, man.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me good?
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you.
100%.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right.
All right. So appreciate you pulling up and tapping in with us. Glad we were able to go ahead and kind of figure out the scheduling thing. But we had our first preseason game, bro. What are your thoughts? What are
Yep.
you thinking? We were just talking
Man.
about Genti and the O line.
Well, man, it's a lot of things we can say. I think the first half was just a pile of shit of everything, but combined. But you know, it, I was trying to look at things. You guys were touching those subjects already regarding Genti. Obviously, our offensive line didn't help, and they need to build chemistry. That's one thing, just for sure. How
Uh-huh.
that offensive line is doing it. But I just think that's one thing we need to work on, and we didn't see that much of Geno Smith, but what we did see from him was good. Aiden O'Connell looks to me like the same Aiden O'Connell. Probably gonna lose. He's probably gonna lose his position with Cam Miller.
Mhm.
But yeah. Other than that, man, I think I like Pete Carroll. They went in the second half, and you could tell they do adjustments, and they came out different. And you see the fight. Even though it was a preseason game, they came out there. Even with the second and third stringers, came out there and put a game, and that's what I wanted to see, man. I'm tired of having the Raiders going into second half and no adjustment, don't do shit, come on the same. And you can see
Yeah.
they did. They came out and do some things, so I was excited for that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, Genty is like you guys were saying, like you started people already complaining, oh, this guy's trash and all that stuff. Like, bro, preseason, it's
Three
it's
snaps,
like
three
three
carries. That's
snaps,
it. That's it.
no chemistry whatsoever with the offensive line, and I mean, offensive line looks small, man. I mean,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that, man, I think it was all right, man. To be seen on that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I think everybody's worry is like, oh my God, we saw all these other rookies do this and that and that. I'm like, dog, come on, bro. We all know what the deal is with him and his talent. It was never about is Genty going to be good. It's always about do we got the team around him to, see what we want to see from him.
Exactly. Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't know right now. I mean, as far as O line, I don't know about that.
And one of the things that I saw looking, because I had to go back and rewatch the game, and I watched a game game review, excuse me, film breakdown. They were playing man. The O line was literally playing man. They really weren't running any type of like scheme on the blocking. They were just literally like the guy in
No, they
front of
weren't
you is
doing
the
it.
dude that you're gonna block. You know,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
kind of seem a little bit lost about that because they're probably used to running like a zone type of blocking. And that's probably what also contributed, like not really establishing a run game early on. And those adjustments, like you just said, those adjustments were made in the second half, and we saw an improvement of the run game. We did see so a little bit more progression in that from Moser. Sincere looked cool. Zamir, I mean, he looked cool, but it wasn't a whole lot that I was really impressed from Zamir White. I think he's definitely one of the
No.
guys that could be on the bubble, possibly not even making this roster, but we'll see in the next
I don't
couple
know,
weeks.
man. I don't know. I don't know. They like him. They seem to like Zamir. I'll tell you what,
They
Laube
do.
had a good game, man. Laube had
He
a
did
good
have a
game,
good game.
and I'm
Mhm.
gonna show love because we everybody shitted on Laube last year, so we can show
Yeah,
some love, and just be like, hey, he had a nice little game. So did
he
Collier.
did.
You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
had a nice little
Mhm.
game too. So I'm
Mhm.
not gonna be too mad at them. Um, there, I as far as trying to get Genty going again, everything he did was out of shotgun, and
Mhm.
majority of his big runs come out of the single back formation, bro. I mean, so like
yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
even run none of his bread and butter. So I mean, like
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Turf want to jump off the ledge and all that other shit, bro. But hey, man, relax, relax, bro. We didn't even
Pump
run
the
none of his
brakes.
plays. You feel what
Did
I'm
you
saying? We
see?
didn't run nothing.
Did you see any difference on his stance before the step? I know
There's
that they've
definitely
changed.
different.
Yeah, I don't know. You think that could have been an issue just to like? I don't know. I mean, I still only three snaps. I get that shit, and the offensive line didn't help. But when they change your shit, like the way
Yeah,
you're so used to it, is probably like and this is his first game. It's a whole difference when you're playing a real game. I mean, it's preseason, but
Yeah.
you're playing it under the lights with fans and everything. It's still something
Yep.
different. But things, the things with us Raiders, man, we panic as fuck, bro, real fast.
Exactly.
Oh
Any
yeah.
little thing, we're quick to fucking throw someone under, like, fuck this guy. If he didn't catch the ball, then we get all pissed, and then we'll fall in love with a whack ass wide receiver who makes a good catch, and we think he's good. It's just like that's how we are, shit. But man, the first half, it felt, I was so excited. I just kind of like, it felt like, fuck, here we go again with this shit.
Yeah.
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 I think versus the 49ers, I get versus the 49ers. I think versus the 49ers, we're going to see a big difference.
See, that is what I'm waiting
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I'll hit the panic button a little bit more this week if I'm starting to hear against the 49ers, Genty has no room. We not getting no long yards, you know what I mean? He has no room to maneuver. And if that's the
Yeah.
case, then I'm gonna start getting worried. Because then I'm gonna be like, well, shit, if we can't do that against the 49ers, we'll make us think we're
Yeah,
gonna do this against XYZ, bro. I mean, like, we gotta look at the talent around the
yeah,
league and who we about to play, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, so definitely this week that that's why I keep saying Wednesday. For me, it's Wednesday. They're
Yep.
gonna,
Yep.
they might not see stars might not see a whole lot, but a little maybe a little bit more. But I'm really wanting to see and hear what kind of comes out of that scrimmage game on Wednesday, and then obviously Saturday it's gonna be all eyes, and a lot of people are gonna be really really paying attention to that game to see kind of how the
Rafa,
performance
what up,
improves.
Rafa?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
It's a
yeah.
little bit of
Um, and I don't know if we're going into the receiving portion of it. But there is. I might be the only person that's going to throw water on the Dante Thornton fire for a little bit. I like what I saw. I do, but there are a couple things that I didn't like either. Where I was like, that's kind of nasty work. His route running still need work, bro. That should still need work. I don't know how this is, and again, this is not disrespect, but this is just real deal talk. I don't know how anybody can expect him to go against some of these upper echelon corners and win some of these reps without just speed alone. You feel what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
his route running needs work. His catching needs work. That throw that Gino threw to him on that back shoulder, dog, that was a good ass
Yeah.
throw. If you watch,
That was a good answer.
that
That was
again,
on the
bro,
numbers.
that
That was
bro,
on the numbers.
it's in bounds. It's on his body. You feel what I'm saying? He has to catch that. That like if you go back and again, some of you can be like, well, he's a rookie. Why are you being so hard? He's starting. The motherfucker is starting. We're not talking about some dude that's just, if he was just depth, I wouldn't care so much. You feel what I'm saying? I'd be like, all right, bro, like it is what it is. But we're asking this man to come in and start. He has to make the catch. That point blank simple, dog. Like that. You feel what I'm saying? We're not, because guess what? We can all say that now, but when week 1 or everybody in the building for week 2 and that shit roll around and he drops some shit like that, y'all gonna be mad. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we have to expect that now. So I like certain things, but he got to work on his hands, dog. I can tell he a body catcher. Immediately I can tell. You know what I'm saying? I can tell he's not like comfortable with just putting his hands out like that. Like Besh, on the other hand, I want to see more. I ain't gonna cap. I want to see more of Besh. I want to see him out there a little bit more, get some more work. I want to see Thornton too, but I just think there's a little more he got to work on.
I think Thornton's gonna be a beast, bro.
Thornton has the ability to be a beast, but I agree with Ron on that one. He does need to work on his route running. He can create the separation with his speed alone, but outside of that, it's a little bit difficult. I mean, it's definitely fixable. He can definitely do it. It's not. We're not asking for a whole lot, and it's something that he can go ahead and work on within the next month, right? Because
I think Jacoby Myers is gonna have a big year.
Same. I think Trey is the guy for me.
Trey Tucker,
I think he finally gonna be able to showcase some things because he's got a quarterback now, bro. I think you know he came into the league, the cards was dealt in a bad hand for him. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I was thinking, because a lot of the pressures are gonna go against Bowers, and you're gonna have Jacoby Myers, and then Tucker's gonna be open a lot, so it's gonna be
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, for me, I really want to. I'm still waiting to see what Jack Bash is going to offer us. He was a little quiet in that game, So
And
I
he was
want to see
open
more
when
from him.
AOC threw that dumbass interception, though.
Yeah.
I will
And
say that.
And honestly, bro, that's what I saw on Saturday at that open practice. And Leo's in the chat. He can attest to that. AOC was having a hard time hitting Besh, bro. He cannot connect, and he was getting free. He was creating separation. He couldn't connect with that
Yeah,
dude. So
dog, I'm already
that's
off
the
of
thing, and it's kind of making him look bad a little bit. And
I'm already
Yeah.
off of that.
AOC is gonna lose this second string,
Oh yeah,
the backup,
yeah.
and
yeah,
it's like that was the main thing I wanted to see on this first preseason game because I know AOC was gonna have more time than Geno Smith, whatever, and
right,
it's the same fucking shit from him, same script from last
Oh
year.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you would think and hope like, all right, hopefully AOC knows that to be a quarterback in this era, you have to be a mobile quarterback. You got to get out the fucking pocket. You got to extend plays now. You know, you read your progressions, but then you have to get the fuck out of there. That's his whole NFL now. You know, these quarterbacks, they come out the pocket, they move around, and the play gets extended because they're mobile, and you get to
Exactly.
you open the receiver. That you ain't getting that shit from him, you know. And I thought he'll probably work on that, but you get the same thing.
Nah,
You know, it's like a Derek Carr fucking junior right there. You know what I mean? Like,
this man brain turned to scrambled eggs when he sees any type of pressure, bro. So at the end of the day,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm right with you. Sizzle, I get what you're saying. Hitting the panic button at any point during the preseason is wild work. We're talking about the joint practice, okay?
Yeah.
The joint practice is what I care about. And
Yes.
yeah, if we look like shit against the Niners ones in joint practice, yeah, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. We can't be positive and just be like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll just push that off. Because guess what? That's what we did last year. In Costa Mesa, a lot of us was pushing shit off when we heard from the beat writers and everybody, this offense don't look good. This don't look good. And we all said, oh, it's preseason. Who cares? And guess what? This shit didn't look good. So I'm not going to go with that type of ignorance anymore. And not saying that you are, but I'm not going to go with that blind ignorance to be like, oh, man, they're going to get it fixed out of nowhere. No, we're not doing that.
No. That's kind of your measuring stick right there. Because you're getting like I said, it's like a mini game. You're getting an extra reps or extra work. It's more live because you can only do so much when you're scrimmaging against your own defense. You're not gonna go 100 guys. I saw that shit on Saturday. As soon as they were going hard, dog, and as soon as Lonnie got injured, the air got taken out of the fucking stadium.
Yeah.
no, but look, it's a thing when you say why hit the panic button during preseason. I mean, then when shit. I mean, this is the way. You know what I mean? Like this is before you better hit the panic button now before the fucking season starts. Shit, you know what I mean? And that's where you gotta. This is the time to fix all those. I mean, this is why we have preseason so you can see a motherfucker who wants to play or not. You know what I mean? This is the time. This is the time where you get to see like, oh, nah, this shit ain't working. That's where you got to start cutting motherfuckers now. You got to start making all this shit. This is when you do it during preseason. So, and then for us, Raider fans, shit, we've been hurting for fucking thousands of years. Shit, I'm tired every fucking season, starting with high hopes, and then we go with the same old bullshit back to back. You know, having Pete Carroll on the sideline look way different. It makes you feel good. Like, okay, we got a good coach that knows what the fuck he's doing on the side. You know, and now you start this whole preseason shit now, and this is when you start seeing you got to make these adjustments before game one, like you said. The defensive line of the Patriots, the D line of the Chargers, the D line of the Commanders, they gonna fuck us up if we don't fix some shit now.
Yeah, if we don't get it together. Oh, Jackson Dart just threw a touchdown. Look at him. But I mean, the QB play, if we're talking about this, I'm going to bring something up. It's going to piss people off. Hey, we're going to lose some viewers right now. We're going to lose some viewers right now. Okay? But you know what I'm about to say. The fact some of you motherfuckers came out here and tried to tell me AOC was better than Shador, shame on you. Shame. Shame on a lot of y'all, dog. The fact that we even have this man.
Who said that?
Bro, multiple people when we was in the draft process, we got AOC. We don't need Shador. Blah, blah, blah. He's trash. He's this. He's that. I would take Shador, and this is not to say Shador is the he's Tom Brady or whatever, but shit, to have him instead of AOC as the backup, you goddamn right, I'd like that. The hell you talking about?
100%.
100%.
We're the
Hands,
same,
hands
bro.
down.
This is the thing, bro. This is the thing. See, like I said once again, bunch of Raider fans fall in love with the whole notion of AOC, he took us to the Chiefs and we beat the Chiefs. Bro, he didn't do shit against the Chiefs when we won that game.
Yeah,
You know,
he
his
didn't do
fucking
shit.
stats were garbage. But see, a lot of Raider fans, AOC, yeah, because why? We got Gardner Minshew fucking eating his fucking boogers on the sideline, and that's the whole
Bro,
reason why. And we fall in love with the thought of the player, like, oh yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
be. Nah, bro,
thank
you
you.
have to be real.
Yeah.
You
Dog,
gotta be
can you
real.
imagine how we would feel right now? We have Gino. Gino did what he did in the preseason game. Again, I'm not mad at whatever Gino did. I'm very confident in Gino.
Yeah.
But you imagine how we feel? We have Gino, and Shador gives us that type of performance he just gave with the Browns right now. Shit, we sitting pretty. We like,
Hey,
goddamn,
Oh yeah.
we got two good
I miss.
quarterbacks.
They're playing right now.
Nah, they played yesterday. Buddy had
They
2
played yesterday.
touchdowns. Yeah, 2
Mhm.
touchdown throws and looked
Yeah, I
good
was.
doing it.
He's been looking good through camp, bro. He has, I haven't been keeping tabs on him, but like the shit that comes across that I read is like, oh fuck, this dude's been doing pretty good at camp, and that's the thing with this regime. They're all about your personality, your integrity, all that shit. For them, that was a concern. That's why we didn't draft him. And I don't know. For me, I would have taken a second look.
Yeah,
And I think that ship has sailed. I don't think the Browns will let him
major
go.
sale.
No, I don't think they'll let him go. I think
Nah,
they
not at
keep
this
his
point.
ass.
Not at
Mhm.
this point.
He's gonna
Turf,
fit somewhere in that system.
put down the Merlot this early, bro. Turf got on the Kango too early, bro. Stop. No, they're not on the same level at all. AOC is buns. He is trash. Tucker has a chance still.
Oh man, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I mean, we saw the good play from Gino. There is a clear difference in skill wise and level. There's levels to this shit. We say this shit between Gino and AOC. There's no competition by any means necessary. With AOC, there was a lot of short pass, there was a lot of grounded balls, there's a lot of overthrown balls, miscommunication, timing was completely off. And I saw that dudes had to go ahead and make like a big football move just to fucking try to catch the ball. And then you had a defender like over an arm length away, which is separation. And these guys had to make like this extraordinary move just to go ahead and be able to go ahead and catch the ball. This is another year of the same AOC we've been seeing the last 3. This is the third year, last couple of years.
That
Bro,
one
it shouldn't.
5 for 10 for 2 interceptions.
It shouldn't even be a debate anymore, man. Like this is just like
Cam Miller.
This is what you're gonna get. This is exactly what you're
Cam
gonna
Miller.
get.
Let's watch Cam Miller. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Put him out
exactly.
there. Sign you a old ass veteran somewhere, or
You know what?
maybe
Yeah.
and then we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Look, Aiden O'Connell, man, I appreciate everything he did. He was a rookie. They threw him in the fire. Hey, he won us some games with, but at the end of the day, it's not it, bro. He's not going to be a franchise quarterback for the Raiders. So people got to get
No.
that shit in their head. He could go and be a good, solid quarterback or backup for another team or stay with us, whatever. But this whole debate shit about AOC and Geno Smith, man, these people got to just shut the fuck up.
He
already,
was
man.
never
This is-
going, but I mean, MC, let's be real, man. He was never going to be no franchise quarterback.
No,
We
I
saw
know.
that. You know what I mean?
Never.
We saw that shit year one. I mean,
But
like,
there-
yeah, he
but
had
there's a
he had
lot of-
couple things.
There's a lot of people that still debate on that shit, thinking like, oh yeah, man, come
He was
on.
never going to be that, bro.
Yeah.
It was just fine. It was finally cool to see a young quarterback in there after years of Derek Carr and old quarterbacks. That's what it was. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But realistically, we knew, everybody that watches football and understands the game knew he don't have the upside to take the mantle to be the franchise quarterback, dog. He don't. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
And-
There's a lot of hype right now. There's a lot of hype right now with Cam Miller. I've seen a lot of videos where Tom Brady didn't want to get involved on the draft, but that's the one guy he had his eye on, Cam Miller, and it's for a reason, man. Cam Miller looked good, bro.
He did
So
look
I mean,
good.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see right now. I think it's going to be another. I think Geno Smith against the Niners this coming Saturday is going to play longer, maybe probably the whole first quarter, maybe. And
Yeah,
then
that'd
after
be
that,
nice.
it's gonna be AOC and Cam Miller show. See what's cracking between them
Yeah.
two now, because that's what's gonna happen.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
say
about
this.
y'all. Well, go ahead.
I'm
Jay.
gonna say this though right now, and people probably gonna hate. let's pump the brakes a little bit on Cam Miller.
Oh yeah,
Let's not rush to
definitely.
fall in love like right away.
Anybody that's
Nah,
saying he's the future
9.5
is
minutes
tripping.
of
Yeah.
playing
I,
time against like the
Anybody that's
three,
saying he's the
four.
future is tripping, bro. Stop it.
I
Yeah,
got
you should
Cam. I
just
got Cam
pump the
Miller's
brakes.
tattoo already, bro.
There- He's like, I got it done. I got it done after the game, bro.
Like, no, I saw somebody. I don't know who said it. Oh, I think Cheeto sent it in our group chat, bro. Somebody is already posting. Cam Miller is the Raiders' version of Joe Burrow. Dog, do you understand the
Bro,
blasphemy y'all are posting?
there's
Stop
so many videos. There's so many videos on TikTok hyping it up about Tom Brady's selecting this guy that wanted him to be the quarterback for the Raiders now. I mean, he
This is
played
how
good, bro, but
this is how we set ourselves up for failure, bro. Like this is how
yeah,
we set
exactly.
ourselves up for disappointment. Because all of a sudden, because remember last year, Laube was Christian McCaffrey, and then
Yeah.
the first mistake, everybody's ready to ship him off to a FedEx company or something, bro. After that, like at the end of the day, bro, it's like y'all got to stop this, man. He played well, but in no way, shape, or form am I saying he's the future. He's after Geno. You feel what I'm saying? Now I will say this: seeing AOC play so shitty, right? Actually made me encouraged that we have Geno. It made me happy. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, because last year AOC was playing damn near the exact same way. And
Yes.
that was he was supposed to be the starter last year. So the fact now I don't have to watch that shit no more. Oh, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Yeah,
For me, it is AOC's job to lose that QB2 position, and now there is a real quarterback competition, but not at one, it's at two.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see more of Cam Miller. I think we're gonna go ahead and probably see that if we see either one quarter of one full quarter of work or a full half of work from Cam. He needs more tests. Is basically the bottom line. He needs more tests. We need to see what he can really do with guys who are higher tier, who are twos, ones. We need to see that because that's the only way we're gonna know if this guy is a promising,
Yeah, it ain't,
quarterback
it
down
ain't
the
nothing
line,
now.
or is he like he just had one good game and that was it?
It ain't nothing now. Now I will say this, right? That Cedric Jackson dude, he on his way to making the damn squad. If he has another game like that, he'll make the squad. Because looking at him, I mean, you keep him
100%.
in the receiver room, it looks nice. I like
Yeah.
the way
who's
it
that?
looks.
Number
That
four?
number 4, yeah, that number
Cedric
4.
Jackson. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cedric Jackson.
I liked him, man. He looked nice, man.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if we're gonna transition back to the O line, but last but not least, man, I'll say this, bro. That Laki Tasi, whatever they do, keep him by any means. Any means, keep that Tasi dude, bro. He not ready now. He's green, but when he get ready, bro, we gonna have something there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's crazy. This dude's a rugby guy, and he's already showing a little bit of promise, which is pretty
Bro, tell
cool.
me you didn't see some movement when he got in there. When he got in there, I
Yeah.
was like, okay, now we moving people. Now he still look raw, but I was like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
he finally getting some movement.
Oh yeah. Definitely a diamond in the rough, for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and hit on this quick little segment, and we're gonna go ahead and get the chat involved here. Um, we're gonna go ahead and hit Would You Rather. So I'm gonna go ahead and challenge the chat and have you guys go ahead and pick. And let me go ahead and put this up on the screen here. Would you rather A, continue to run with AOC and see if he can turn it around, or B, try to find out what Cam Miller has? Go ahead on the chat, A or B. A, if you want to run with AOC and see what it can, if you can turn it around. B, if you want to go ahead and find out what Cam Miller has. Go ahead and put it on the chat, A or B. Let us know. Let us know. How are you guys feeling about that? For me, it's B. I want to know what this kid fucking has. I feel like he could be a diamond in the rough for sure. And either way, however way you look at it, whether he's number two or he stays at three, he's going to be sitting behind Gino and all. He's going to be learning. And it's all good. It's all good. God forbid something happens to Gino and and this kid has to go in. I think he'll be a little bit more ready, and I think we'll see a little bit better performance from him than if it were the AOC behind center. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I'm on B already. I don't know how many times I can answer B, but B, yeah, because I'm done with the ALC experiment. It's pretty much done at this point. He
Yeah,
might be able to turn around, but we kind of know what his ceiling is. We know what he is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I'm on B. I'm on B also, but I think I'm looking forward to this coming game against the Niners because it is going to be Cam Miller versus the AOC show, man. And I think let's see what happens. I mean, AOC knows everybody's talking shit about him. AOC knows that the whole people are like, "What the fuck?" Let's see if he has a comeback and flip something around and be like, "Oh shit," you know. But you know,
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
know.
fact.
I'd rather see AOC first half and Cam Miller second half, and let's go. You know.
Yeah,
I like this from Sam. He's like, if Miller messes up next game, people will
yeah.
say,
Now everybody flips it.
uh,
Yeah.
"Oh man, that's funny."
Everybody flips it.
Yeah, for sure. But let's go ahead and go into the D line. So D line struggled a little bit on the game, and again, outside from the ones, twos, and threes, and so on, um, really didn't have any amount of pressure. I think we only had a sack, and that was towards the end of the game.
Yeah,
What are you guys' thoughts about the D line?
trash, bro. Trash. And people don't like me saying that. Oh, it's preseason one, and these guys can get better. And I, for every good rep I saw one of our D linemen do, there's like 5 shitty ones. So then, like,
Yeah,
I don't know some people may not know
All
the
right.
averages, but that's bad,
Our
bro.
our D line the I mean the team one or whatever the starters they only play what like 3 snaps, right?
Well, I don't know. Like, as
yes,
far as Max
something
and
like that.
Kuntz, I don't care about them. Like, I know
Yeah,
they're
because
doing
Yeah,
fine.
everybody else was like third, fourth stringers and all that shit. It's just it's that was the first game, and like I said, I think this game is with chemistry, man. You know, the more you play with someone, the more you get used to someone and everything.
Yeah.
That's how you start balling up. All this, I don't really pay attention. Like I have a feeling once the starters play more, that's what I want to see. But all these little holes that are like, for example, this whole quarterback situation, Genti, the offensive line. I'm more worried about the offensive line, to be quite honest, bro.
Really?
You know, yeah, I just think I really want to see what the starters how they look because fuck. And then I mean, yeah, the D line because we can't stop the run for shit. But I don't know if that was our own starters. You know,
No, and
god
that's
damn.
the thing for Max. Like I think the starters were there because I saw Adam Butler. Like Max Kuntz and Adam Butler are the only 3 dudes I don't care about. Like it is what it is.
yeah,
But like
exactly.
if you take out Adam Butler, there has to be somebody else. That everybody, as soon as we got rid of Christian Wilkins, we'll have a rotation. We'll have a rotation. Now, one of them dudes in that rotation got any pressure or stopped the
No,
run at any
no,
clip. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now,
Yeah,
again, for every good rep you want to show me, there's about 4 shitty ones I can show you. 1 for 4 is not good. I don't give a fuck what you're playing. It don't matter. It don't matter what it is. Basketball. The only thing that's good in is probably baseball, dog. That's it. That is
yeah,
it.
yeah,
1 for 4. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like we got to get better. Lualu
yeah.
didn't show what
the
I needed him to
learning.
see.
No,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was flat from Lualu. Mhm.
Rookies were a little flat. I mean, they had a couple flashes here and there, but they're rooks. Okay, sure. But Lualu more disappointed. And again, you know who I'm gonna say, bro. You know who I'm gonna say,
Yep,
right?
say
That
it.
number 9, bro. That
Number
number
9.
9. That number 9, bro. He shows some flash in the run game for sure. The run game was fine, but
Yeah,
we are never going to get what we need to get out of the pass game. Never. It's not going to happen.
no, no. Yeah, I didn't see anything when anything impressive from number 9. I didn't.
No.
It's just bull rush after bull rush. That's why I was like, I don't know where that swim move went. he,
I don't
he
know where it
forgot
is,
about
bro.
it. He
Yeah, I
forgot
don't know where
about
it is.
it. Yeah,
But
he
see,
forgot
that's
about
what I
it.
always say. That's what I always tell people. Like, we always get so hyped and all this hope. But we got to remember, certain dudes just do not translate from practice to game. They just
Yeah.
don't. You feel what I'm saying? And then when he gets there again, he looks like he's thinking.
Yeah.
Again, and that's the whole problem. Like, right, when y'all went to that training camp practice, Jay, you and Leo, he probably wasn't thinking. Yeah, I didn't practice against these motherfuckers training camp 3 weeks in a row so I can try certain shit and do all that. But when I get against other competition, now I got to think about what the fuck I'm going to do. And now, you know what I mean? Now I don't know if I can do that move. I don't know if I can do all this extra shit that I've been working on. That's been his problem the whole goddamn time, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know if he'll fix that.
Yeah. Hey, fellas, so I'm gonna have to cut it short, man, because I'm going to a spot right now. But I appreciate the love, man. Thank you for bringing me in. I know last time I had to cancel, man, but I've been super busy with all kinds of shit, man. But I appreciate the love, Raider Nation. I hope you guys come to the comedy show. I'll be in at the GB Kimmel's Comedy Club in Las Vegas next Sunday after the Niner game on the following day on Sunday. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Show on the Strip. If you guys are out there, and
Fire.
yeah. So I appreciate all the love, man. God bless you guys.
Yeah. Hey,
And I'll be in training camp tomorrow. I'll be vlogging, so I'll have a YouTube video out for that, and I'll be getting some insight on that. So
cool, and let us know what it looked like, man. Let us know what it
all
looked
right,
like.
fam.
For sure.
Appreciate you guys.
You, brother.
All right, big dog.
All right,
brother. Hey, make sure you guys go ahead and give MC a subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We have the description. We have it. We have his channel pinned down in the description down below on both channels. So make sure you guys go ahead and give him a quick sub for sure. But you know, as far as the deal, I didn't see anything really impressive from like Tyree, bro, at all.
No. I mean, because this is the thing. We're gonna nitpick certain reps. You know what I mean? We'll nitpick certain things and be like, well, look at this good rep here. Okay, bro. Well, why we're not acknowledging the totality of the game, bro? Again, if you're 1 for 4, every one good rep, you give me 4 bad ones. That's not good. You feel what I'm saying? That's not good.
Yeah, exactly. And I was hoping to see more from Lalu. Didn't really see that. So I don't know how.
You know why I'm scared, Jay? Because immediately you get a guy 48 hours ago, and he's damn near the second best DT here.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about Thomas Booker, and he was 4th string over there. I get it.
Yeah.
It's talented, but how many times you see the Raiders, we got to grab somebody else 4th string. They the best motherfucker here as soon as they get here because we don't have the talent. We don't have the talent, bro. Booker looked better than Luwalu immediately.
Yeah.
Book looked better than Luwalu immediately, bro. And then Luwalu only had holding calls. That's the most memorable thing he did.
So with Booker, he was already, he was already talented. The only thing is because they have so much fucking talent on that Philly team, he had no plays. He wasn't gonna get a lot of reps. That's what like when I pulled up the stats on the day that he actually got brought over on the trade. I didn't see so much shit. I'm like, well, I don't know. Well, we gotta like kind of see how this guy pans out. And as the days progress and as more information started to come out, like, hey, this guy is really talented. It's just there's so much talent on that team. There's no place for him. Like, he's not going to get that much reps. He's not going to get that much playing time. That's why you're seeing that low stats. But this guy might be a guy who can definitely come in and potentially fill in that spot. We don't know. We need to go ahead and see more playing time from him, and hopefully that's the case. Come Wednesday and Saturday, we get to see more of him. Right, let's go ahead and hit up the linebackers, dog. I'm fucking impressed with Jamal Adams, bro. Jesus Christ. That dude is on the next level, bro. I'm glad that they put him in linebacker. Yeah.
Look like he's back, man. Look like he's back. That's where the pressure got to come from. It looked like, we're going to have to be blitzing linebackers. We're going to have to, be doing all that. Now that can create some liabilities, but either way it goes, man, we'll be all right. Hey, Cheeto, we understand this, man. We understand this. But again, Cheeto, I'm not going into this whole thing where I'm like, oh, we're going to ease in. No, the hell we not. They got to start, right? He's number 2 DT, right? So I'm not. He don't get no pass. His ass got to show up and produce.
He was here last year. He was here
and played last year. Nope.
Yes.
I'm not going to take that. 2 holding calls, and that's all you give me. No pressures from Jonah Luwalu, and we fine with that? 0. Nope. I need more than that. I'm on players' ass, bro. It's not happening. We're not getting away with mediocrity.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the linebackers go, Jamal, like you said, played well. I think we can continue, to see what that is. I don't think he needs to play that much more.
No.
If he continues to play this good, he's gonna make the roster. But yeah. I mean, we got an extra guy to give pressure, man, and he has some nice sticky coverage, so it looked good.
It looked good. It looked good. On the low side, Lindenberg. There was one play, I think one of the touchdowns, he missed an assignment. I could tell when they hit that replay, he went left when he should have went right. He's like, oh fuck, that was my guy. Yeah. Missed the assignment, guy caught it, went in for 6. Yeah. So there's more work needed from that rookie. It's a rookie at the end of the day. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but it's one of the lows. Let me go ahead and talk about this. I think everybody was chirping about it on Thursday. 42 Jones looked terrible out there. Terrible.
Yeah. Now he was in position, right? He was in position a lot of times, bro, but he ain't make the tackle almost of the times either. So yeah, it was bad. It was a bad little first showing from him, but he's an undrafted dude. So let's see what else he can do.
Yeah, exactly. On the flip side, secondary, Paul Mal, he looked good, especially with that pick, bro. Saved our ass on that drive. Stopped the fucking cold for sure. So I'm not surprised that he did that. Obviously, it's just a continuation on from what we seen last year. But there was some guys, especially Darian Porter. He looked solid. Didn't do like a whole lot, but he looked solid out there. Jeremy Chen looked cool, but there's still some work. Another guy that kind of stood out for me was Kelly, Blue Kelly. He looked cool. He's been with the team. He was here last year as well. Another depth piece, so he looks solid. But
I'm not mad at the secondary. Real quick, Turf, because Tucker's not messing up. Stop it. Now you hating. Stop. Now you hating. But I will say this. As far as the secondary, they're the best unit to me. They was the best unit on defense. Everything was Porter played well. To me. I think Darian Porter played well. I think Eric Stokes played well. Chin was the only one that was kind of shaky. But that was because his tackling was shaky. He didn't really hold the edge like he's supposed to. So that was kind of the only one. But as far as the coverage went for him, he was good. Palomal was good, right? Yeah. And that's what's going to worry me if, like, our coverage is good and we're not getting no pressure, bro. We're going to squander it. You know what I mean? We got a rookie back there. So we have to be able to cause some pressure. But immediately, though, I can see Pete's vision with the long, rangy corners. You feel what I'm saying? I can see Pete's vision because you can see how you have to be able to fit the balls in the tight windows against this length. You know what I mean? Like there's no other way you're going to be able to do it. Everybody's sticky. Everybody's athletic. You know what I mean? And if you make an errant-ass throw, Palomal's going to do what he did. We can undercut you, right? No, I don't know about that, Cheeto. We got to kind of go back and watch. To be honest, when it comes down to corners and run tackling, right? If the running back is reaching the third level, we done fucked up as a team already.
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
that's a problem.
You know what I mean? It's a plus that he can do that, and he definitely needs to continue on that. But I ain't gonna cap, bro. The fact that Porter and the secondary had to make all these tackles means we fucking up. He stuck his nose in there, so I will give him that. You know what I mean? We got to remember, again, this is his second year playing corner, so we do every time this year we're going to have to keep preferencing that. Right now, there are going to be some things we cannot excuse him for, but at the end of the day, like, second year playing corner, sticking your nose in there, getting the tackling form right, I can excuse that for your first preseason game.
Yeah, exactly. And there's plenty of time to go ahead and turn that around for sure. Let's kind of move into this. Standouts from game. Who stood out to you that you liked from Thursday?
For me, man, top of my head, of course you go Jamal Adams. He looked good. But Eric Stokes, man, Eric Stokes looked very good to me. I think Eric Stokes played very well. Some people may not agree, dog. But for me, I'm gonna say, because I don't really like the offensive line and as a totality, but certain guys play well. Charles Grant, actually, I was not mad at what I saw from Charles Grant. Now, saying that and saying, dog, he had to tell Chip Kelly he's never done a silent count before in his life. Yeah, I'm intrigued by what I saw, dog. I mean, because we know where he's coming from. You know what I mean? And out of the rookies, Caleb Rogers was the one getting his ass beat. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't Charles Grant. It was Caleb Rogers over there getting whooped on. So yeah, 100%. I was encouraged by what I saw from Grant, actually. You know, he looked a little small, though. I will say that. Next to everybody, he looked a little small. You can tell he got to get in the weight room. But, yeah, I was happy for that. Defense, Booker played pretty well. You know, I like what he provided. And I'm be fair to the running backs, man. That Collier dude, man, he played well, bro. Yeah, Collier played well.
Collier played well. Lobby for me, Lobby stood out from that game. Got to give him his flowers, and I've been critical about him. You know, I've said he's been on the bubble. Salute to the appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
pull it up. For me, I've been critical of him.
Right.
And I think he's showing that he wants to be here. That's a great thing.
100%.
Jamal Adams, another standout. And you're right. I don't think we need to see a whole lot from him anymore. I think he's pretty much kind of starting to solidify himself.
He gonna make the roster. As long as he stay healthy, he gonna make the roster.
Won't either one or a two. Probably one. One. I think this is for him. Linebacker is a natural strong suit. That's what fits him the best. 100%. I think teams were trying to just put him on secondary and trying to make that work. He's not that quick to play a secondary. His
coverage is better as a linebacker. Yeah. He played very well covering the backs out the backfield, the tight ends, you know what I mean? And really, like, when we go back and watch the game, the only time we were really getting gashed is when the goddamn the D line ain't getting no pressure, right? And then we got to cover for like 8 seconds. Like, that's the only time we're getting gashed. But realistically, if the quarterback got to get the ball out on time, we're sticky. We're there. You know what I mean? So that's what's going to make me mad during the season if that's starting to become a trend.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and kind of look towards the next game coming up, Raiders versus Niners. This is something that we're kind of going to go ahead and start rolling out. And good morning, Raiders. We're going to go ahead and start looking towards the next game ahead. Even though it's preseason, there's still all eyes on guys who are potentially going to make the roster or who's going to go ahead and fit either with the 1s, the 2s, or 3s, and plus, just trying to make the roster in general. Like we said, I think first and foremost on the quarterback topic, got to see more playing time from Cam Miller, whatever that looks like, either a full quarter or majority of a half. However Pete wants to go ahead and split that up, but we need to see more playing time from Cam. We need to see more tests for Cam to really see what he could potentially, be. That's my take on the quarterback play. Running back, we still, Sincere, Collier now definitely needs to go ahead and get some more playing time. See if we can go ahead and have him possibly make that roster spot. Zamir White, same thing. To see who fits in that. On the flip side of the ball, D-line, just keep working those guys to see who could potentially stand out. I would love to see more of Booker, and you never know. This guy might be the guy that fills in that spot. On that linebacker core, definitely more work from Lindenberg and everybody else who isn't Jermaine Pratt, E-Rob, or Jamal Adams for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. And Cheeto, you got them right. JB didn't get passed. Y'all told me he was Deion Sanders. So yeah, no, JB didn't get no pass at all. But if we're talking about what I want to see next week, Cam Miller for sure, more. Yeah. Nobody on that D-line, interior D-line, should be getting no rest. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even think Kuntz and Max should rest that much because they're coming off an injury.
Yeah.
So, I would like kind of them to get their footing a little bit more. Kuntz kind of a little bit more, get his footing a little bit so we hit the ground running. Not saying he needs to play a whole game, but just, I want to see him out there. He needs to play so he continue to get right. Starting O-line. Look, Colton does not need to play. Out of everybody on the O-line,
No.
Colton doesn't. But it's unfair because he kind of has to get the synergy, right? To get the synergy. The O-line, I think, needs to play more than just one quarter. I'm looking at Parham too. What the hell are you doing out? What are you doing getting rest? Parham, you need to be in there too, goddammit. Which I don't understand that either. You know what I mean? The only guy on that O-line that needs to rest is Colton Miller. He just got big bag, big money. Last time I checked, the rest of y'all pockets is light compared to that. So at the end of the day, bro, there's only one dude that has the cachet to do all that, right? I need to see Parham through Glaze all out there. You feel what I'm saying? And getting the energy, because those are the guys we're relying upon. Those are the guys that need to be right. So, I mean, as unfair as it is, because he don't, but the whole starting O-line needs to kind of play more than just one drive, bro. They need like 5, to be honest.
Yeah.
Gino out there a little bit more. And the reason I say that is because if y'all want to see more from your newly acquired running back, this O-line need to play more. They need to play more. Sam, I ain't gonna lie, man. I would love for this to happen. I do want this to happen. I don't think this is gonna happen. I don't. I think they're gonna stick with this lineup. I honestly do. Because y'all realize we didn't see Kappa last week, right?
And that's one thing. So we don't know what's going on with Kappa. He could potentially be injured. There was no Kappa.
Zero Kappa.
JPJ at right guard, that might be a thing for a while until they figure out what's going on with Kappa. And if he comes back, then we might see that shift happen where JPJ goes back to center.
But
you might see this for a little while.
Now we got a guard problem. That's why. I mean, it's just Kappa's not out there. We don't know if he's hurt, or we just don't know if he's ass, right? We saw Caleb Rogers. He was trash last game. So, like, by default, Parham is going to start, right? So good, better, and different. He's got to start. That's where we are. Like, you know what I mean? We're playing a lot of these guys by default because there's really no competition. You know what I mean? Right. There's no competition. So here we are. And then Thayer was regulated back to his old tackle spot.
Yeah.
So
he was. I saw that.
The guard is the guard. I think this is the lineup, y'all. I think this is it. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. They probably should keep it this way because we need more. We need to gel. They got to gel. So the only way to gel is for them to continue to play together and keep this lineup right. Meredith needs to continue to play damn near until the third quarter. I ain't going to cap to you. The only reason I say that is because he's never played center before. You got to keep getting your snaps right, dog. Keep working on the snaps. Keep working on snapping, getting back. Because it's a whole different process, bro, for some of y'all, that don't really know. It's a whole different process from playing guard and just getting your hands up, then playing center, having to snap the ball, get your head up, and then look to where you got to block, bro. That's a whole different process. So he's got to continue to work on that. So
if you're going to make that move, got to make it really soon. I think you make it by like this weekend coming up. You make that move if you're going to go ahead and switch JPJ back to center. And it's very important to go ahead and have that synergy, have that continuity. They're trying to go ahead and get in sync. This is super important, especially if you're going to have Genty back there. You need to go ahead and be able to know what the other guy's going to do.
They need
to
more,
open up a lane. Yes, and we saw that. That was a problem. On his 3 snaps with Genty, there was really no holes lined up. He got stuff,
and that was
he got 3 yards, and then he got stuff for like 2 of them. And
that happened at practice when I went. I don't know about when you went to the open practice, but at the practice that I went, there wasn't no running room. There was there, and it looked the same as it did in the preseason. I mean, what did it look like in the game y'all went?
It looked better. He had some lanes that did open up, and he had a couple good runs. But yeah, they were still trying to figure it out there.
So
a little bit better. Yeah, he had some good runs.
More Besh, more Thornton. Leave them out there a little bit more. I mean, both of them, honestly, just leave them out there. You know what I mean? Especially if Gino's out there, let's get some more synergy between the two. And then all D line except maybe Max. Get Koontz, like
Max
I said.
and Koontz,
Everybody play.
Everybody need to play. We need to figure out. I would definitely need to see more from Tyree. If they're really trying to hype him up the way they are, he needs to fucking play better. Bottom
Oh,
line, he needs to
bottom line.
make an impact. So this is a time to fucking, if you're watching this, dog, this is time to bust out the swim move and whatever moves you want to go ahead and use out there. Don't be scared, dog. Just
Whatever
go
they
out
said
there
you was
and
working
do it.
on, dog.
Do it. Who gives a fuck? Use it on Wednesday. There you go. That's your there's no cameras really there. You got a couple cameras here and there, but you're not on national TV.
Now Trent Williams might manhandle you now, but other than that, it is what it is.
Exactly.
It's practice, baby. It's practice.
It's practice. Yeah. So hopefully we get to see a better game on Saturday. Definitely, the one thing I could go ahead and take away from this game on Thursday, we did score more than 20 points, something that we really struggled last year. We struggled to go ahead and put up, even 18 points, 17 points on the board. We hit 23, and we were able to go ahead and mount a comeback, and we almost stole it at the end. It just happened to go ahead and not go our way. Cam Miller, he looked good out there. He looked decisive. He looked comfortable. I want to go ahead and see more of that. And I think, doing what he did at the end to go ahead and get him in the best field position possible to potentially win the game, that shows a lot of poise, and coming from a small school like that, I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, this kid, he looked good. He, to make that drive and put us in that position, that looked pretty good. Definitely needs more work.
Good right now, dog. I ain't gonna cap. I'm over here watching the Giants game. He looked good.
That was the guy that I was looking at.
Another one that we were looking at. I know LV was looking at too. That was his guy.
Yeah.
But you had to get a first round pick with that, so that's different.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's see what happens on Saturday. Definitely, I'll be watching that game for sure. 100%. And I'm gonna be out at the Cardinal game in 2 weeks in Phoenix. Hot ass Phoenix. Yeah. It'd be hot. Fuck,
you gonna be able to tell us what goes down though. What it look like in
person? I'll be boots on the ground. I'll be up there, so I'll have a good
view.
It is
what it is,
I'll
man.
be with the fam, with the kids.
Yeah, you in the building,
running around, bro. But yeah. But we appreciate everyone pulling up with us on this Saturday morning. I know you guys have a lot of choices, but appreciate that you guys go ahead and choose us.
As always,
us bringing that fire content with fire guests week in, week out. We have more stuff to come. We'll be back next week for another Good Morning Raiders. But that 23rd, I'll be out in Phoenix, so we won't have a show then.
No show then, but we'll have something special for y'all.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. But that is our time for y'all. Make sure you again tap into our channels. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe on both channels, Just Raiders Baby and the Raider Rundown. You have your things going down on this. What do you have going on this week?
As far as this week, I don't know, man. I'm fluid on the weekend. So just trying to figure out maybe do a show, maybe not, who knows. But definitely on Monday, we'll get into that turf and rundown. Get to breaking down what we want to see against the 49ers. And of course, we got our solo show Wednesday. We'll talk about, probably on Wednesday, by the time my show is going on, we'll talk about the joint practice, and really break it down. And then I think our game is Thursday again too, right?
Oh, Saturday.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Even better. Yeah. So then, and at that point, we'll have a Saturday game and then we'll be able to chill.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I have Raiders Unfiltered on Monday. Make sure you guys tap in on the solo tip. And then the Connection Show, we're doing a damn thing Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're breaking down Niners Raiders. And then post-game reaction show on the nighttime. So I'll be doing a double header on Saturday, dog. We'll be doing the morning show, and then I got to do the post game, chop it up for a little while. It was good. It was good on Thursday night. That was late too. It was late too. I had Jeff jump in.
I'm already knowing. Yeah, y'all be on late.
Yeah. We were on late. Got to do the post game. It was a really good one. So we had a couple of haters come in, and but we checked their ass for sure. But make sure you guys tap in to us, hit that noti to stay tuned and stay tuned with all Raider news going down, because as news goes down, we go on. You know what time it is. Y'all know what time
Yes,
it is
sir.
for sure. But we appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys next Saturday, 10 a.m. With another Good Morning Raiders. Till
Yep.
next time, y'all.
See
We'll
y'all
see
next
y'all.
week for the game.
All right, y'all. Peace.